So Lindy just released their new agent builder, which allows you to create an entire automation, an entire agent using only natural language. No more manually piecing together nodes. It will apparently do all of this for you. Now, I gotta say, I was pretty skeptical when I heard this because it just feels like this kind of agentic tech still has a long way to go. But after playing around with this, with Lindy and their new agent builder, I gotta say, I am pretty blown away. This feels like what we were promised with AI agents. Before I get too ahead of myself, I wanted to hit record and just put this to the test. I haven't actually tried this test yet, but one of my videos I made a few months ago, I had Claude Desktop take a YouTube video and turn it into a blog post, which I know what you're saying. This is the test, Simmons, seriously. We can already do this easily with any kind of LLM, but not with an agent operating completely autonomously, and not with a custom built site like this and just a GitHub repo. So let's see how well Lindy can do this, and let's see if we can build it with just natural language, not doing anything manually ourselves. So I've got the automation builder open. I'm starting with this prompt. Can I create a blog post agent that will every time post a YouTube video to my channel and automatically upload to a GitHub repo? So I'm just giving it all the background like you would with natural language. And then I'm going to pull up my Claude Desktop. These are project instructions that I put together in this previous video where I was repurposing with a YouTube video into a blog post. It was executing a make.com scenario. So we're actually using the make.com MCP server to trigger the job and then run through a whole script and then upload it as a Google Doc. So we're going to skip that, and then we're going to skip the locating the YouTube transcript. So we're just going to have Lindy start with the transcript and see. I don't even know how it will extract a transcript. I don't know what like API or tech it's using to actually do that. So we're just going to copy and paste all of this. Really curious how Lindy is going to handle all this, and we'll really put this thing to the test. So paste that in, and then let's see. Okay, for number one, here's my YouTube channel. Number two, yes, that's the correct repo. Do you have your GitHub account connected to Lindy? I don't have GitHub account connected to Lindy yet. And do you have access to YouTube API? Or would you prefer we use a different method to detect new videos? Interesting. Okay, so I do have access to YouTube API. This is where I'm really curious putting Lindy to the test, because Google Cloud Console and actually enabling these APIs, I know from experience, is an absolute nightmare. It's so confusing. You have to get client IDs, you have to get client secrets, you have to have JSON depending on the authentication. It's really confusing. So I'm curious if Lindy will be able to do this. So I'm actually going to go into my Google Cloud Console, and I'm just going to log in with my correct credentials. For instructional purposes, let's create a new project in case you want to do this yourself. Okay, we're going to go here. We're going to go new project. We're going to call it YT blog post Lindy. So we're going to create this. So now we have a new project. For some reason, Google does not auto default to the new project. So you have to actually go and select on the new project. And what we want to do is get an API. We want to enable some APIs. The first one to enable is, or maybe the only one to enable, TBD, is YouTube Data API v3. Just search it, hit enable. And then this is where it will get somewhat confusing because I don't know what API Lindy will want from me. Let's go to credentials. Like I'm just going to create an API key here, but I'm assuming this is the API it wants. So I have this API key, and I'm going to copy that API key, and I'm going to give it to Lindy. Here is that API key. So I think we have all of this, and then I need to like give it access to my GitHub. I'm just going to do that now. GitHub. All right, we're going to connect my GitHub repository. Authorize Lindy. Just connected my GitHub repo. Okay. Monitor YouTube, get video details, download audio, transcribe with Whisper, save transcript to Google Drive, browse existing blog posts. Even the fact that it's gotten down all of these steps when I'm just literally like copying and pasting this. I mean, a lot of this information that I gave to Claude Desktop is completely irrelevant, and it didn't get distracted by any of that redundant or just irrelevant information, and it just boiled it down to these steps, and they're perfect. I have not given it any other feedback. The fact that you can even do that is impressive. If I give this to ChatGPT 5, I would be willing to bet that it wouldn't be able to comprehend this, which is very interesting because one of these models are powering this whole agent builder. I'm not really sure what's happening there, but it's doing a great job of following directions and understanding direction so far. With that being said, let's put it to the real test. I need to give it a Google Drive folder, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, I just created a new folder, gave it the folder name. Its second question, so it's saying I have the YouTube data API, but I need to use computer automation, which is part of Lindy's new agent workflow builder, where it will actually just use the computer, it'll take over the browser and I guess download the audio files and then use Whisper and then extract the video transcript. I don't know how it's going to do that without APIs, but I guess we'll see. The only red flag here is I want this to be done autonomously. I want this to receive a notification that the YouTube video has been posted and then just do this automatically. Am I going to need to go in here and actually take over the browser and click and upload and stuff like that? All right, it's saying it can now do all of this. So that's a little bit of a red flag that it defaulted to computer automation. Now it's just like kind of agreeing with me. YouTube scraping. Okay, so we're gonna go to the scraping solution, which is the first solution and presented. All right, great, that sounds good. We don't need to use Whisper. Goal is to just have this be completely autonomous. How are you going to get the thumbnail image though? What's your plan there? Okay, even Claude Desktop, when I first set this up, did not know that it can do this, that it has this default URL where you just put in your video ID. So as long as it can get the video ID, it can create the thumbnail image because the URL to the actual image is exactly the same. That is pretty freaking intelligent. This kind of just confusing stuff with things like exit conditions, not even sure what that means. Could just never figure it out. So now that I have this agent doing all of this, all right, perfect. GitHub is now connected. Let me add the missing exit conditions. All right, your YouTube blog post agent is now fully configured and ready to run. We got your agent will automatically monitor YouTube channel. Great. How are you monitoring the YouTube channel? What is your plan to see when a new video is posted? How are you going to get a notification for that? It's saying that it can't actually monitor new YouTube videos. One-time action that runs when triggered, not autonomous monitoring. We need to add a trigger that will start the workflow when something happens. Add a schedule trigger that runs every few hours / daily manual trigger. Keep it as a conversation trigger, webhook integration. If YouTube supported webhooks, or if you use a service like Zapier, we could get real-time notifications. Oh, interesting. Does YouTube support webhooks with YouTube data API? E3. Can we set up the webhook integration with Hubbub, now commonly referred to as WebSub? Oh, cool. This thing is so smart. I don't know what they've trained the actual agent builder. Yes, let's do number one, modify the agent to use a webhook. All we need to do is just add a webhook node at the very top, right? For the schedule trigger, am I going to run out of credits every time this thing runs? Like, is it going to run through the whole thing, or is it just run like the first step and sees if anything's been posted? Current setup. I've successfully replaced the YouTube scraper with a webhook trigger that will receive web sub notifications. However, I cannot configure the webhook step at this time. Please go to the agent workflow interface, click on the YouTube web sub webhook to configure it manually. For web sub setup, configure the webhook endpoint in Lindy. Subscribe to YouTube's. Interesting. So I got to go to this URL, set the topic URL to your channel ID, which is got the channel ID. Now I need to set the topic URL to that. So we got pub hub sub, topic URL is this, and then it's equals this. Verify type, asynchronous, mode, subscribe, callback URL. What is my callback URL that I need to set up in the pub sub hubbub? YouTube web sub workspace. This will give you your unique webhook URL. Okay. All right, I'm gonna blur out the callback URL, types asynchronous, and then we're gonna do it. Okay, I just clicked do it. The screen went white. I don't know, did that work, or am I supposed to like receive something? Promise I wasn't going to do anything manually or overcomplicate this, but there was one important part that I needed to set up, and that has to do with the YouTube web sub webhook. So what we want the flow to be is for basically YouTube to send, anytime I upload a video, to send a notification to this Lindy and then have it go through the whole flow, as opposed to our only other option would be a regularly scheduled trigger, like daily, that runs through this flow. But that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because if there's no YouTube video uploaded, it's going to be extracting, I don't even know what, old posts, or there could be redundancies, there could be a ton of different issues. So what we were doing is we were setting up this pub hub sub, which is basically an RSS feed. The problem we ran into with Lindy is their webhook triggers, they only support post requests. What we needed was a one-time verification with a GET request to actually verify this with Google. So what I did was I was asking Lindy, and then I went into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT gave me directions on how to actually do this, which was to go into the code and make a couple changes. Now, granted, I didn't actually do any of that. I just went right to Claude Code, and Claude told me how to do this myself. So here's what it told me to do. And I literally just copied and pasted this. I opened up my code base in Claude Code, and then we went through this process, and it added this, and we went into Vercel because this is deployed in Vercel. I went to my settings here. I added the environmental variables, which is the Lindy webhook URL and the webhook secret, which was generated from this post request. And then we were able to send a GET request, and the callback URL was just my website, the actual website with web sub at the end, /API/YouTube web sub, and then the topic URL. Finally, I hit do it, and then just check the logs, and the GET request went through. So we have this GET request now. It's working. I confirmed it with Claude. Everything is now set up. So we're free to proceed to the next step. So we should be all set, should be ready to go. We're going to get back to actually finishing this flow up with Lindy and then testing it. Okay, confirming that I set the GET requests in Vercel. So we have this whole flow connected. We've got our webhook. We've got a save to transcript. I need to actually save this. Okay, to that folder. We have transforming it into a blog post, except we're going to use Claude Sonnet 4, not 3.5. We're going to also use Claude Sonnet 4 here. We're going to use Claude Sonnet 4 here. And then we're going to push to the GitHub repository that is connected. So I guess this is ready to go. Let's run the test and see. Okay, I guess I need to actually upload a video, and it looks like I can upload a private video. Yes, you can upload a private / unlisted video, and will still trigger the web sub notification. YouTube sends notifications for all video uploads regardless of privacy settings. Okay, let's do that now. And then let's see, I think it's being uploaded right now, but let's see, it's actually being received. Okay, I just realized instead of uploading a net new video, I can just update an existing YouTube title that's public tutorial. And then we have our testing, our request, looking for the request here. So it should be able to just hit save, and it should just upload right to the pub sub. Hey, look at that. There it is. Select that. It's just for the test, by the way, too. This will automatically do this once we have this deployed. But now it's going to go through these steps, and let's see if it actually works. It's just extracting the video right now and the transcript. All right, I just saved the transcript to a Google Doc. Let's see if it got the transcript. Here's our folder. Nice. Title, tutorial, August, today's date, transcript. Ooh, we got some nice formatted transcript. All right, apparently push the GitHub repo. Everything looks right. Let's see if the GitHub repo has been updated. Nice, just now. And then I'm guessing it just needs a second to deploy to Vercel. Yep, we got Vercel building. All right, Vercel just deployed. Now let's check our blog page. We go down to videos. Yeah, there it is. Boom, just like that. This is pretty legit. This will save quite a few steps, so I don't have to manually go into Claude Desktop and tell Claude to do this now. We don't need to use a make.com MCP server. This will all be done automatically with or through Lindy. So this thing's all set up, ready to go. This is really nice, and this will save me a lot of time, and it's just another piece of content that I can just get out. I'll be sharing more of these Lindy tutorials and just automation tutorials. Let me know if there's anything you want me to cover or anything you're experimenting with yourself down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.